Come on, Jogatalks. You know we had to run back the original OG music. Yo, do you remember this song, D?
Of course I do.
Do you remember this song?
Homeland, you know?
A little, no, one of these. You know what I'm saying? Wait, where are the glasses?
The shoulder?
Hey, not hit the shoulder, hit the shoulder.
I don't got the shoulder.
Hey.
I got no dance moves.
Nah, but you could control the bola.
Yeah.
La bala.
Like when you got your here,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
oh bala. How do you say the ball in Portuguese?
A bola.
A bala.
There we go.
Hey, come on. Welcome back to the pod, Jogatalks. We're happy to be back. We did the summer kickoff episode, and now we're back to do our NBA season recap and our playoffs, or I should say finals predictions, because we're in the finals now. We took a gap. We didn't really do like a end of season recap. So we're just kind of combining it all, right? We did 2 episodes in the past, or I guess in the past, not calendar year, in the past like 12 months.
Yeah.
So the first one originally was like our predictions for this last NBA season. And then we did a recap in like January, I want to say.
Yeah, it must have been around
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And we kind of like checked in on our predictions and how those were doing. And now we're back to do the final cut. And then we're going to make our finals predictions as well, because that's starting. Actually, while we're filming right now,
June 4th.
Game 1 is tomorrow. Yeah. So, don't give away dates. I don't like that. It's like giving away the govy. Actually, that's stupid, because if I just said the game is tomorrow, then someone could do the math. Okay, never mind. I said that. Never mind,
They need to know, because then they're going to go back and watch and see if we just didn't predict this after the finals. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. We're going to cut the music now. And we're going to go straight into our favorite part of the pod. We're just doing it off rip because it's the best. And we know that like people probably only tune in for like how long? Diego, what do you think?
Just for the blind rankings.
These days, people have a very shortened attention span.
Yeah.
Like the attention span of a fly.
Yeah.
They're just buzzing around, and then they buzz onto the channel for like a couple of seconds. So we're gonna try and keep you here. Mm-hmm. So blind rankings. Let's get it going.
Nice.
Diego, take it away.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That's my topic for today. Snacks or foods after a night out.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. So we've all been there.
That's hitting different.
Yeah.
Even though I will say, like, don't really want to be doing that too much anymore.
Yeah,
like,
but like
we know it's not good.
Before.
We know it's not good, but we've done it before, and it will probably happen again. But for all those, those sleep gurus out there, I'm totally with you. You know, not eating after 8 p.m., 7, 8.
Yeah, like
makes your sleep
I go to bed by
minty.
10:30. So.
Yeah, this guy goes to bed real early.
It's okay. Okay.
It's good.
Snacks after a night out. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
First one.
Let's get it going.
Gas station taquitos.
Gas station taquitos.
But you gotta put yourself in the shoes of like, I just went out with the boys. You had one too many pops, and you're going home.
Like Sev taquitos.
Sev
Dude,
taquitos.
those are dirty ones. If we're being real, like like they go hard, but they turn your stomach into bubble
inside
gum.
out. Yeah, it's bad.
It's inside out. It's bad.
Yeah.
If you eat more than one of those, like you're praying on the toilet. Like let's be real here. Who's had Sev taquitos?
Sev
like
taquitos.
Multiple.
If you know, you know.
It's like a laxative.
Free laxative.
The buffalo chicken one is crazy. And there's like a jalapeno.
There's a jalapeno
like chicken jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Come on. Okay. I'm putting that one. That's pretty legendary. I don't want to be a merchant and put it 3, but there's like some other. I'm putting it 4.
Okay.
I'm putting it 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one, I was going to specify what, I don't know what flavor you like. So I just put chips. Because I was going to say like some nice nacho cheese Doritos.
Sabritas.
You know?
Okay.
Or like a chip Slurpee combo. You know what I mean? Like.
So we're really like gas station theme right now.
Right now,
okay, I hope
yeah.
it takes a pivot. I'm going to put it 5. I do love chips. Like they're great, good chips. We're throwing out, kettle cooked, What's the other one that's really good? Miss Vicky's.
Oof.
Like, you know those flavors like honey Dijon, black truffle, sea
the
salt.
Miss Vicky's is more like you're at home, you need some chips. It's not like a night out. I feel like a night out, it's more like grease, like Doritos.
See, like I've ripped it, but like
you know?
again, and I don't know if it just comes with age, Diego, but again and again, like the crap like that doesn't hit as good anymore.
For sure,
Like
yeah.
if you give me some junk food now, I'm just like, man, I just want some bruschetta with some like artichoke tapenade. Like I'm on my bougie stuff, you know? That's what I want to snack out on. I want some Gouda.
Yeah, but that's what you get after a night out, but...
No, I mean, it's in the fridge, so put me in jail. Sorry, I got Gouda. It's happening.
Gouda.
Or maybe I just got some chicken in the fridge. Here, let's go next. I'm putting it 5. Yeah, no, it's dusty.
Instant ramen.
Okay, so we're going all processed here.
Oh, for sure.
I don't have a choice. Instant ramen, though, the thing that I can do with instant ramen, and assuming it's like a good instant ramen, like one from Fairway.
Sure.
We're talking about Victoria Talk. Shout out to Fairway. And there's that new Market TNT I got to check out.
Yeah, but it's after a night out. You got to take
No, but I have it in the crib.
You have it in the crib. Perfect. Perfect.
Always have it stocked.
Perfect.
So we do this often. Shout out to Eli. Me and him have done some late night ramen missions. Shout out to Emma as well, his lovely girlfriend. She makes some crazy ramen. But you just whip up a broth, throw some miso in there, throw some ginger, garlic, all that. You know, so you kind of like
make it.
You like glorify
the
instant ramen. And it makes it so good. You add an egg.
So it's not just instant ramen.
You add some green onion. Yeah, no, I'm putting that pretty high. What do I have left? I'm gonna put it 2.
You have 1, 2, or you have 1 and
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a slice of za.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we're not specifying from where.
No, because I was gonna say like fresh slice, but I can really just say the place we just went to the other day. Because one, we can't disclose it to the people because it's got to be ours. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be like our location.
True. You're trying to gatekeep this za.
Yes,
it's really good.
Dude, this za, guys, I can't even explain it to you guys. All I'm going to say is downtown, we found the za place. I mean, he found the za place. Not really, though, because the za place was just there beside the place we were going to, right?
Nah,
but you knew about it.
No, yeah, it's good. I kind of psyoped this guy, and shout out to Tesh. I psyoped them. They came into me. Hold on. They came in to visit me. At work.
Guys,
very nice of them. Okay, you gotta relax.
Yo,
I have the glasses on.
Oh, there's certain things like we're all grown up and shit, but like there's certain things.
Okay, that one was pretty rank. That was pretty rank.
Okay,
that was pretty rank.
Go on.
So they came into my work and you know, they were doing some coaching stuff. It was great. They were drawing it up. Didn't even get anything done. You know, Tesh threw back some pints. And then all of a sudden it was time to go get some munch. And we were going to go get kebab. I psyoped them, picked a kebab spot. I was like, yeah, we're going there for sure. And then we just went to the pizza spot, and it was incredible, right?
It was pretty incredible. But
pizza is one of my favorite foods, and it actually is top. So assuming it's like it's like top
Let's
pizza.
just say it's the pizza spot that you chose.
Number 1.
Yeah.
It's not even a question, especially with other stuff that has been mentioned on this list. It's going number 1.
And then the last one is just a classic. Like, what's the place you go to that you would think of young people go to after a night out? It's like a fast food chain.
Don's?
Yeah, Don's.
Nah. How are you pulling out all this bad food?
I don't know.
You're a clean eater.
I am.
Right?
I am. But
this guy's eating berries, ground beef, you know?
Eggs and ground beef in the morning. This
guy's moving different.
But anyways, Don's. I was just thinking of like Greece, like just people like their fries, and you know what I mean? I just remember picking people up from downtown.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's 4. I know, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
3.
3, sorry, 3.
Picking up people from downtown, you're taking them to Don's.
Yeah, because that's where they want to go. Let's get Don's. I'm like, Don's? I guess the fries are like salty, but like once you realize what Don's, like how they make their stuff, it's like, dude, what are we doing?
Don's, baby.
Any other fast food, to be honest. But, okay, so pizza was first. Ramen was second.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Ramen was second. Sauced up instant ramen. Third was Don's. Fourth was taquitos from Sev.
5 was chips.
5 was chips, greasy ass chips.
Not bad.
Like, I like that list. I think I would switch What did I have at 3 again?
You had
Don's.
Don's.
Nah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, because I'm not changing Don's. For, like, even though Don's is, like,
I would
pretty grody, I'm not switching it for taquitos.
No,
Like, taquitos is equally as nasty.
I think taquitos for me
it's
would be
also,
5, dude.
Really?
Because I love
chips.
Chips would be
like
a little bit
Doritos
higher.
are over taquitos.
Yeah,
Doritos, taquitos,
Taquitos
Fritos,
are
Cheetos.
so greased, dude. Like from
Dude.
Sev. Okay, anyways, that was a pretty good list.
Dude,
Okay,
I like that. I like that a lot.
Your turn, bud.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Diego, for that great list.
Yeah, no
providing that for us. Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem here. My blind rankings were on my notes, and now they're not going onto my computer, but it's okay because I think I have it pretty locked into my head.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna conjure it up here.
Good word right there.
You like that, hey?
Yeah, I was reading the class.
Okay. So yours is biggest red flags on a first date.
Holy, I love this category.
You like this one, hey? I like this category.
Oh, on a first date, not just in general.
Just no.
I guess
think
it's in general too.
in the past, I think we did a similar one. Maybe.
Okay.
It was a heater. It was a heater.
It was. I love this category.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
great.
take these glasses off for this. Okay. First one is gonna be constantly looking at the phone. So you're on the date.
You can't be doing that.
You're on the date, and they're just like constantly just like picking it up and like
No, you can't be
breaking
doing
eye
that.
contact and just like
No, you
while
can't
you're
be doing that.
talking.
You know why you can't be doing that? Because you just don't care. You can't be off the phonies for like, let's just say, what do you think? A normal date is like, depends how good it's going, but like, let's just say a first date or a second date, it's usually like 3 hours max. Because
3 hours is a good amount of time. But
Yeah.
no, you're right. You're right.
Right?
I'd
Because,
say
like, let's
I'd
just say
say
you're
like a
going-
decent date should start at like 2 to 3 hours. Should be.
Yeah, like the first time.
If it's like an hour, does that even count?
no, for sure.
Like that's it. Yeah. No, that's fair. I like that.
An hour would just be like, yo, like, it's over with. I'm dropping off. No more. But like, if you get to the 3 hour mark, it's like, okay, fair enough. So if you can't get off the phonies for 3 hours, what are we doing?
Yo, now that you say that though, like, ask someone who's like born after I don't know 2005. Let's say.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
True.
you can't use your phone
like a
for
tick.
3 hours. Like, that sounds like ludicrous to us. It's like, oh, haha, like,
Yeah.
but like,
It's a tick.
it's kind of difficult.
I'm
Like,
on-
they
I'm on-
might get stressed out a little bit. They might start
sure.
biting their nails. They might start tweaking out.
I'm on my phone a lot. Like I'm actually, I use it a lot. But like, if it's like something like that, or like a dinner, like you can't pull out your phone.
No.
Unless it's like, like you're like talking about something with them and they're like, you look something up quick. But like, if you look something up and like you start checking messages, you're cooked. So I would say, damn.
Where are you putting that?
So red flag. So you're saying the first one is the biggest red flag.
Biggest red flags on a first date.
That's gotta be 2. I'm just not putting it 1 because who knows what's coming next, but it's gotta be 2.
2 is fair.
Because I would already know as soon as they pull it out and start checking messages or stuff like
It's
that.
a big no-no for Diego.
Yeah, I can't
it's a
do
big
that.
no-no.
Can't be doing that.
Okay. Second one is they're mean to the waiter. And they don't this is a combo one. They're mean to the waiter.
They don't tip.
No, not even that. Actually, that could be part of it. But what I put down is they're mean to the waiter. This is like a restaurant, obviously.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get food, and they don't touch their food. Like they take like a couple bites, and they're like, "I'm so full." I like that's a big no-no for me. So that's why I had to write that in there. Because I know Diego, he wants a significant other that has an appetite. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah,
It's
and
true.
enjoy food with each other.
Yeah, because if someone can't have the comida with you, if they can't eat with you, then that says a lot.
I think I'm more torn on the mean to the waiter. Because like, come on, unless they're doing a really bad job, which most waiters don't do that bad of a job. Because like I've had waiters in the past that like don't check in, like it's kind of that balance. Like you've done it before. It's kind of that balance of like not constantly checking in, but like, hey, is your food good? Do you need anything else?
I'm constantly
top off the
checking in.
water.
Unless I don't like the table.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then, yeah.
But then like top off the water, little
Yeah.
things like that. But being mean to your
You got to get
waiter-
topped off on the when you're at the
On the
table.
water.
On the water.
Okay,
See you.
No.
What? Why'd you say it? Why'd you have to specify?
I didn't. We were just talking about water.
And you said on the water.
I didn't. You get.
Nah, I think he's cooked on this one.
Anyways,
why did he specify?
I'll put I think you're gonna come up with worse ones. I'm gonna put a 4.
4, eh?
I can't even put them on. It's gonna go like this.
No, you have to put them like.
No, this is good.
Good. Okay, next one. So you put that. So we got 2.
Because then I can go like
2 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is. They say that they're a content creator.
Oh.
This one is such like a right hook because it's like, how do you take it? You know, because it could be totally normal. But nowadays,
I need to take this off for this.
It could be normal.
Yes, it could be normal.
It could be totally normal.
One, it's very broad because like, for example, I'm posting stuff for my business thing. Mm-hmm. Does that categorize as content creator? Yeah. So then you would never know. Let's just say in this situation, you're on a date with a girl and she says, I'm a content creator. Does that mean like, one, does that mean she posts on Instagram or TikTok? Does that mean she posts every day or once a month? You know what I mean? Because I don't really know what to define. But if it's their job, like let's say it's like, oh, I make money. That's like my full-time thing. Like I'm a content creator. That's interesting. Because I know, you know what it is? This might sound terrible, but there's a lot of money in that stuff. Like in social Instagram, media. And like media. If you actually blow up, then you could just be like, damn, she's a content creator. You know what I mean?
Right. Or if you think like the worst, you know, it could be only toes. and then the feet are getting
but then
they're getting on the net.
Yeah, but then you're still making money without even showing your face. Like honestly, I would encourage.
Nah, but they're not just doing the feet.
I know. No, yeah, for sure. No, I know, but I'm saying if they're like, I wouldn't. If my girl was like, yo, like, let's sell feet pics, I'd be like, yeah,
like your feet too.
No, not mine.
I don't care. Someone can look at my feet. I don't care about that. But you know it's not that.
I know what you're saying.
You know it's not that.
Okay,
so where are you putting that? Because it is a big. Would you like? Sorry, I mean, theoretically, you would follow up with questions, obviously.
Of course, but like,
let's just say off jump, red flag.
Damn. 5. I can't put it 1.
It's going 5.
I can't put it 1 and I can't go 3.
I feel like I put it higher.
We'll see. It could go 3. Like
3.
Potentially.
No, but we're going to put it at 5.
Yeah, we're going to put it at 5.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so what do you have left right now?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay. Next one is they talk about their ex.
Yeah.
Too much. Like they don't even just mention them once, because that happens. It's like, oh, you were talking about a story and like subsequently they were a part of that story. So it's like instead of being like, oh, there's someone, like they just say it. Like that's fine. I mean, be an adult. But like they bring them up and then they bring them up multiple times.
That's bad. That's really bad. Like it should go 1. But I'm gonna wait and just see. And I'm gonna go 3. But
3.
That's a bad one.
That's a bad one.
Dude, that's a really bad one. Because like I don't know. Like I feel like you can control yourself enough where like I think the first couple dates, like let's just say you go for 2, I don't think you have to mention it at all. I think it's weird if you mention it, period. Because for me, that just shows that like it's still in the dome. Like it's still in your head.
It's rent free.
Yeah, it's rent free. It's living rent free.
It's consuming
no rent, no like you're not paying $50 for
deposit.
A bedroom. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing.
No, it's a lifetime lease.
Yeah, it's freeze in your head.
Free rents.
So 3.
You're putting that 3.
Yeah.
And you have 1 left.
Yeah, why not?
That's tough. That's very tough.
Yeah. Let's see.
I was going to say for the last one is they say that they don't like putting labels on stuff. Like they bring it up. Like, you know what I mean?
Honestly,
like first off, they ask you what your thoughts are. Mm-hmm. Like kind of as like a loaded question. And then they, you know, because I feel like you could bring it up for conversation, obviously.
But that depends on how
they present it.
Yes. And how you, how do I word this? How do you approach, like, are you there Is
What's
that
the intent of the date?
Yeah, like is that are you
Nah,
looking-
we're just gonna assume it's like 2025 style dating. Everyone kind of goes in with an open mind.
So I would have to. Well, I'm putting it 1, but I would have to put it 5 because I
You're
don't.
gonna swap it. Yeah, you don't care that much.
But I was waiting for 1. That's why I kept 1. I was waiting for.
But think about it this way though. Like they want label off rip. That's what I mean.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird.
Because they're like, what are your thoughts on like labels? You know what I mean? And then it's like,
that's weird.
like
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
weird.
like actually, this is very niche now. I haven't even experienced this exactly, I don't think, but I just thought of
I don't
it. Like,
think so either.
imagine like they're like bringing up like as if they're like, you know, oh yeah, they're whatever. Like, but it's like a loaded question to see what you say, and then they say like, what are we? You know what I mean? And they hit, and you've already like
that's crazy.
spilled the beans, right? But that's great because you want to just be, you know, right?
Just be open, you know.
Want to be open.
Yeah, I want to be honest.
I like that a lot.
We love honesty.
So what are we? So that went 1.
Yeah.
So what would you swap?
Well, I was waiting for number 1.
Sorry, there was like a bug thing here. So
I was waiting for you to say the zodiac sign
Yo.
thing, and I was gonna put that 1. So that's what I was waiting for, just for context. That's why I was waiting for 1.
like she
'cause
talking
that
about
is
crystals and shit.
criminal.
And, yeah.
That is, I'm Audi gone. I'm going to home.
You're in the Audi.
You get
You're
dropped off.
You're in the
And
Q5.
Yeah, it's
You're
done.
dipping.
But I would go with that list. I would go that as, what did I put, 5?
You put talks about the X. No, you put that high.
I put that high. Put that 2.
What did you put 5? We're
put that
blanking right
2.
now.
Well, it's because we don't have the list. Put that 2, and then I put the label thing 1, right? So what are we missing? We're missing 3. I have no clue. I completely blanked. We can watch it back.
We can watch it back.
I think it was.
I think
okay.
I think you would probably switch.
I'd
1.
put label like 4, and then I'd put X is probably 1. I'd probably just bump up everything up,
Right.
and then put label 4.
Right. You put like the mean to the waiter and the doesn't touch food
3.
5.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't touch food 5.
Yeah.
And then mean to the waiter 3. I think we're getting all this wrong.
Yeah,
anyways.
it doesn't matter. Okay, Diego, good job. Wow. That was a fun one though, right? That was a good one.
It was.
I think that was better than yesterday. Air dot.
Good job.
Hey.
That was just.
Nah,
looked
if it was
so
like,
dumb.
if there was sound with that, it would be like, you know what I'm saying?
Which, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, Diego's going to take it away right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Right now.
Back to the topic, NBA predictions.
NBA predictions.
We're going to go through this quick time, or kind of quick time.
NBA predictions, final cut / recap / finals predictions.
Nice. You did a good job there. Good work. NBA champ.
Who did we put, Diego?
Okay, you put the Mavs and the Bucks as like your favorites. And then I
For
put
East-West, yeah.
Yep. And then I put Timberwolves Celtics as favorites for East West. And then we both switched to OKC at the end.
Come on.
So obviously
Come on.
the switch was good, but the original prediction, I mean,
Nah, we're going on the switch. We're going on
the
the
Mavs
switch.
and the Bucks cooked.
We made
Timberwolves
this-
and Celtics a bit better, but
We made the switch.
cooked.
OKC. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yep,
That's our NBA champ.
incredible. And then
it hasn't even happened yet, but I mean, we'll get to that in a
yeah,
sec.
and then sleepers / dark horse kind of. You put the Clippers, the Hornets, and the Bulls. Kind of, we talked about all 3, and I put the Pelicans, the Rockets, and the Bulls. Rockets could have been. I think the Warriors would just a bit better.
I think that was your like pivot though.
Yeah,
was
and
the
then-
Rockets, right?
Yeah, and then
my pivot was
no, they're both original.
Oh, those were original.
And then
okay.
your pivot, my pivot was the Hawks.
Okay.
And then your pivot, like we talked about before, was the Pacers, which was a great shout. Killed that one.
How good am I? How good am I?
So
wow.
that was probably
Come
the best
on.
prediction of the day.
That's
Like,
probably
we
my
won't get
best
any better
take,
than
okay?
that. Well, because no one expected it, because of the Celtics, the Cavs, blah, blah, blah.
I think we watched it back too. Me and Diego just watched it back recently, and I was talking highly about them Pacers.
Yeah, you were.
It was something about like it was when we did that recap in
Experience.
January. I was like, "Yo, they're gonna do this."
Yeah.
Pascal P.
Yep.
Come on,
Spicy P, baby. Okay.
Spicy P.
That was kind of our playoff stuff.
That was playoff. Okay.
MVP, we both put Shea. There's not really much to be said. We expected it. Everyone saw it. After last season, he kind of I don't know.
Can we just get another clap?
Yeah.
Wait. We need a bigger one for this. Are you ready, Diego?
Oh, yeah, do we?
2025, or I guess 2024/25 NBA season league MVP, the second Canadian MVP ever in history after Steve Nash, our local hero, who went to school very close to where we're sitting right now. Shout out to him. Shout out to our ex-principal as well, who coached him.
Yeah.
In elementary, I believe.
Yeah.
Or middle school.
Something
Something like that. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Come on. That's huge. That's huge.
That's huge.
I think we need to recognize the significance of that for Canada basketball. You know what I mean? We have someone right here that's pushing Canada basketball in his own way. And Shea winning MVP when you got guys like arguably Jokic could have won it, right?
Yes,
I mean, statistically, should have won it numbers-wise. But we're so happy. I mean, I can say that I'm so happy Shea won it.
Yep.
And man, doesn't that put Canada on the map?
Better.
Because to think before, even the fact that, I mean, I think we've come a long way. Because if you really think about it, before to even say that, we had a 2-time MVP, Steve Nash, that's pretty nuts. I think we had that conversation one time. We were looking at how many MVPs everyone has throughout the history and the greats. And a lot of greats don't even have one. And the fact that Nash had 2. But we went from that okay, will a Canadian ever win it again? Because it's pretty rare, and people get snubbed all the time. And now we're at a point where we have a new Canadian MVP and his team is in the finals and he could be bringing home a chip. Canada basketball is the highest it's ever been, right?
It is.
I think this is a pinnacle right now. We need to rejoice.
They could have 2 Canadians, Lou Dort as champs. That'd be crazy too.
That would be crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Take it away. Sorry, I just had to take a moment there but I think it was very valid.
Yeah, very valid, very valid. Most
Shout out to
improved. Most improved. You mentioned a few: Norman Powell, Dalton DiVincenzo, and Grady Dick. And I mentioned Denny Advia and Kat.
Okay.
None of those are
Hit
great.
and a miss. Yeah.
I mean, Kat had a better season. Some of them had a better season than last year's, but none of them were really included in the conversation. Dyson Daniels ended up winning it, so fair enough. I honestly didn't even think of him when we were doing it. I thought of him more as a depoy.
For most improved? Yeah, well, I think we did put him as depoy. I still think he actually should have won depoy because, I don't know, I think we went back to big man winning it now, right?
Who won it this year?
Mobley.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's fair. I can't really say much because I didn't watch enough Cavs. I don't know about you.
Nah.
But I think Dyson was the standout that when you watch him, you're holy, he's locks.
Him and Dort are just
different, worldly. So sorry. So we put
a bunch. Norman Powell, Dante, Grady Dick, Denny Advia, Kat.
Norman Powell was a good one, and I think Kat was a good one. But I think when you said that originally, I don't think they give it to players
that
who are already all-stars.
For sure.
I think it's really hard for someone of that level to get most of
unless it's a crazy drop.
He would have to be dropping 35.
30s, yeah. But yeah, okay. That we not great, but end up figuring out.
Yeah, so we lost on that one a little bit. Yeah.
6-man, we both said Westbrook to start, which I think at the time is not a terrible shot. We thought he was going to do good with the Nuggets. Show. And then we kind of both agreed after when you threw out Pritchard, and we were just yeah, that's a good show, and he ended up winning it. So I guess we were on track.
Chose Pritchard.
In a way.
Okay, we're on track.
He deserved it for sure.
Chose Pritchard.
And it's good to see. And it's good to see a white guard that's short to win 6-man.
Let's just say it. It does. Personally. It gives a lot of hope for a lot of people.
It does.
You don't always see it. Now we just see even these crazier wingspans and athletic beasts coming in, just demigods coming in the league, and it's hard to compare yourself to that.
Yeah, but it's good that you could see you can still make it.
Because it's I can't one dribble up the court and dunk from the free throw line. But Pritchard's coming down. He's getting lots of space.
On one of the best teams in the league. So that was pretty impressive.
Very cool.
Depoy. This was unfortunate because we both put Wemby, and I'm not going to say he would have won it if he was playing the rest of the season, but I feel like he obviously
he would have. He would have. I'm going to say right now he would have.
Yeah, he would have won it. So that was kind of unfortunate. Then
because he had by far the most blocks.
Yeah, no, he was going to win
when he went out, and then
And then I said Dyson Daniels. We said Peyton Watson. We kind of just threw names out there just in case, but I think Wemby would have won it, and we didn't even think of Mobley, to be honest, because I think Wemby was just such a. I think Wemby was.
I think he was in the talks, but I actually didn't even think he was going to win it.
Me neither.
I don't know why they put him so highly, I guess it's
Maybe his
because he can
numbers.
kind of move as a big, so he was like guarding threes as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it was
But
okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Rookie of the year, Stephon Castle was pretty, I think, standard. We both said it. We knew it. He won it, right?
Yeah. I think in the beginning there was like, it was like up for grabs.
Yeah,
And
'cause
then
Jared
like as the
McCain and
season
stuff.
went on,
Yeah, that's fair. That's
it was Castle.
So we got it. Coach of the year. This wasn't great shouts, but actually it was after we changed it. So the original one, you said Willie Green from the Pelicans.
That's crazy.
And I said Joe Mazzulla from the Celtics just to be safe, but that was completely wrong. And then on the check-in, you actually said Ime Udoka, and I said Kenny Atkinson, which were probably the top two. So, and Kenny ended up winning.
Kenny ended up winning it.
That was great.
Diego hit on that one.
Amazing.
Good job, D.
Clutch player of the year, you said Shea, I said Anthony Edwards or Tatum,
Okay, it's fair.
which is fair. Like we thought
That's
about,
fair.
we were talking about like balls in their hands at the end of the game, like who's
Balls
like,
in the hands.
you know, like they have
know?
the rock.
They got the Roccos.
And then Brunson won it, which we did mention. You kind of shouted it out, but we didn't like pick them. But it was there. Like we were just trying to think of who has the ball.
I knew
and
Brunson was a dag. Shout out to
He-
Brunson. He's the coldest. We'll get to
Man,
that. We'll get to that. We'll get to
he
that. Let's
is
finish up this
cold.
this check-in.
Okay, and then lastly, we have players that we kind of went through, like trades and signings, free agents, whatever, and we kind of said what they were going to do. So, Klay Thompson, we kind of said won't do anything, like kind of won't work, blah blah. I think, especially after like everything happened with the Mavs, he had to basically do stuff, so he kind of did. But I feel like it wasn't anything like, oh, Clay's back. You know what I mean? Like it was more so like, oh, Clay has to be the guy now because everyone else is hurt.
Right. To be fair, like I was not a believer, and I don't think he was very good this season. But he actually did have moments where he was like, you know, he stepped up and he showed pieces
he
of
had to,
his
you know?
game.
Yeah.
He had to, and you would expect him to. But like, it's an insane decline from like old Clay. To be fair, the injuries, but yeah, he
And the
didn't do much.
system and everything. He just
didn't-
fits the Warriors.
He didn't
you know?
do much. No.
Paul George, we said difference maker, and this might have been one of the craziest worst shouts of all time.
This is a bad take.
But with injuries and with Sixers in general, and just
I mean, in his defense, like it is biased because I love my guy Podcast P, but the Sixers are just like a lost cause. Like the only good thing about that team was Tyrese Maxey.
and Jared McCain, to be fair,
And McCain.
in the beginning of the
And
season
McCain.
before I got hurt.
But Maxey is different. Like he's on a different level. He's incredible.
They should
He
just-
actually didn't really get much recognition, I feel like, this year.
because they
even
were
though-
so bad.
Because they were so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paul George was an L.
That was
of a
tough. CP3, we said kind of insignificant, but more like a player coach. He's there to like mentor Wemby and stuff, which I think is pretty head on.
a good shout.
He started off really well, and then Stephon Castle started playing well, and like, but like he was still there. Like it's kind of what I expected. I feel like, you know, nothing. It's not like CP3, but he's there. You know,
He had
helping
some
out.
moments, you know,
Exactly.
hitting the middies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeRozan was a good one. You said he would average 22 points a game, and he did.
What did he average? 22 points?
It helped a lot that Fox left, and he just took over. So
I'm different.
That was on
I'm
the
different
head.
at this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. We might have to start like making our predictions into bets, and then we
making
can
some moolah.
and then we can start a little betting ring on the pod. Now that might get too toxic,
Yeah.
but like, come on.
Well, that shout, and then this next one, Cat being the best new signing, we both kind of nailed each one, and it was just great. I mean, Cat, I kind of saw it coming. It was pretty obvious.
Right. There was a lot of haters though.
There
to be
was,
fair.
there
Like,
was.
it could go either way.
But yeah, the DeRozan and the Cat was pretty good from us.
and even on the, I think we were talking about Randall.
Yeah, so Randall was the next one, and we said, we used one word to describe him in the beginning.
Buns.
And we said bot.
Bot.
Yeah, we said he would just be terrible. And then halfway, you kind of said decent. I see flashes, blah, blah. But in the playoffs, this guy just
He was different.
turned up.
He was different.
So respect to him.
Respect to
hated
Julius Randle.
Dante DiVincenzo. We had Popes, I think, in the start, and we were just like, yeah, like he's gonna do well.
Regular season,
I don't
not
know.
much.
Playoffs, he was better.
To be fair, he had some games,
especially in the
playoffs.
last series.
Yeah.
Before that, not crazy, but last series he did well.
I think it's tough though because Julius Randle ball dominant, obviously, and ball dominant. So then, and then it's
course.
like Mike Conley is the point guard.
Yeah.
So where does DiVincenzo get the ball?
Exactly.
You know, so
Just catch and shoot
Tough
and stuff like
situation.
that.
Yeah.
Westbrook, again, talked about him again. We said he was going to be a good six man. I think he excelled in that row, especially in the playoffs.
Westbrook ball.
Yeah,
he
he
did.
was-
He really did.
Big time. Offensive rebounds, everything.
Right.
DeJounte Murray, we said he would add value, but can't really say it because he got hurt. And
yeah, and the midseason check-in, I think we were like, meh.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt.
And then he got hurt. So
RIP to DeJounte.
I know. Caruso, we had low expectations, kind of a filler guy, which I think to be fair to us, he definitely was in the regular season. He didn't do pretty much anything. But then in the playoffs, he's been a monster. Guarding Jokic, he guarded everyone. Everyone you could imagine he guarded. And he did his job. I mean, again, he's not going to score 30 points a game, but he's going to play 30 minutes and guard the best player, deflections, switches.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
And he was hitting threes, so he's been a dog lately.
He did his thing.
And then last two, we had Giddey, and we said he was going to do a lot more for the Bulls.
The Giddler.
He did. He was good. He had a couple of triple-doubles.
No more going to the club, just basketball.
He did a half court against the Lakers, so
that was cool. Yeah,
cool.
Nice. Award for
good
that.
Job.
Nice, good job, man.
And then Harrison Barnes, we said he would be a really good filler guy. Again, same kind of similar CP3 experience and everything, which I think he did. So
okay, I would say on most of our takes we were pretty accurate, and we had some incredible ones. We had a couple L's, but we had a lot of dubs.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll take that. Yep. I think we did very well on those predictions. Well. I like how that went. We're gonna wrap up here with our finals predictions. This is the bread and butter that we want to hear about. Yep. I'm actually curious to hear what you say here. Okay. So obviously we know Pacers, OKC. Pacers haven't been in the finals for a long time. Yep. And they haven't been really good since Reggie Miller days. For OKC, they've won one championship when it was the Sonics, right? Back in the day.
And then KD
but they haven't been back since 2012. 2011, 2012.
I don't know, something like that.
Right? Against the Heat. Man, I think this is going to be an incredible series.
I hope so.
I think it's two like young run and gun teams, which is amazing. They both play like off momentum and off defense. Obviously, I think Indiana favorably plays faster and like off countering off defense, but also so does OKC because they just suffocate with their defense and they force turnovers and then they fast break. So two similar beasts in a way. I would say OKC is like the defensive giant, and then the Pacers are more offensive. Would you say?
Yeah, I think the Pacers just play fast. OKC is more like one-on-one based, like get Shea the matchup he wants, kind of create off that.
And then kind of look for the dump off spots with Hartenstein and Chet. Yeah,
2-man game, whatever. Like they play more of the new style NBA. I'd say like get the switch you want play, and the Pacers just like move until you get the best shot, and they actually like.
It's kind of like a rebooted Warriors, like not because obviously they don't have a staff, so nothing is comparable to that system, but like what you're saying, like I feel like they run so many screens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like constant dribble handoffs, pitching it and running off like 3 different flex screens. Yeah. I think it's going to be a crazy matchup. And then they have everyone that hits shots. They're both similar in that way. Because I think it goes from like Tyrese to Ben Shepherd. And then for OKC, it goes from Shea to
they have
Alex
Wallace
Wiggins.
And
Aaron, you know what I mean? Aaron Wiggins, sorry. Like, it goes all the way down.
Isaiah Joe.
Like 1 to 10 can hit shots, you know, which is incredible.
Yeah, I think it's just like everyone knows. Or not knows. Everyone thinks OKC's going to win it. Just based on
hold on here. So what we're going to do here is I want a couple of things from you. So I want the key player on each team that is going to make the difference to win them the series, and it's not Shea or Halliburton.
Yeah.
So it has to be someone outside of them. And then on the others, actually what we're going to do too is we're going to exclude the top 2. So we're going to exclude Pascal and Halliburton, and then from the OKC side, Jalen Williams and Shea. So it has to be someone outside of them. They're the difference makers, the key to winning the series. And then ultimately, I want your prediction on the series score, how many games it goes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? Diego's predictions for the finals.
Oh, man, this is tough. I'm going to say, man, I'm probably going to say OKC in, I was going to say 5. OKC in 5.
Okay.
And I think the matchup that you're looking for would be the bigs with Miles Turner and Chet. But I also think that
that's going to be big.
For Indiana.
It's a big matchup.
Yeah. For Indiana, I think what's his name? Oh man, I'm blanking.
Neesmith?
Neesmith.
Yeah.
Aaron Neesmith.
Yeah, see, we're tapped in like that.
I think
exactly who I would have said.
I think he's the difference maker, as in like if he plays well offensively, because obviously defensively he's going to do his thing. Him and Dort, I think, are very similar there. It's like they're just get after it.
That's a good matchup right there. But they're not going to guard each other because they're going to guard the best player.
But Aaron Neesmith has more offense than Dort does. Like Dort just spaces and shoots threes. But I think that could be a matchup too. So I would say the two of those. But I think Miles Turner and Chet is like, who's going to give you 15 and 10? You know what I mean? Like
consistently.
For all the games.
And I think it's more the defensive presence than anything.
Yeah.
Because I think like obviously when Chet scores, they usually win. Like for sure. Like they win convincingly.
Yeah.
Because it's like it takes pressure off Shea, it takes pressure off everyone else. Obviously, it spreads the floor because now people have to jam the paint. And then with Miles Turner, I think like when he's really denying people at the rim, it changes the game as well, and it's going to force OKC to shoot too much.
But then he also has to guard Shea on switches and stuff, which is also dangerous. So it's like the double edge of like, do I go small with Pascal at the 5, switch everything, they'll probably do, or just go Miles Turner with the rim presence, and then you just have to figure out a way to guard Shea on those switches or those mismatches. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a battle, though. I think the Pacers have so much offensively that, like, you never know. Like, they play so fast, but OKC plays so fast, too. They get out in transition off turnovers. And
they do both play fast. Indiana plays, like, a different level. Like, I think, and I said this, too, like, I had a similar take. I think it was 2 years ago. And it was, I tweeted this actually. I got to find it somewhere. I said, I was watching a Dallas game, and this was before they went to the finals. And I said, when Dallas is hitting shots, they're the most exciting and the most dangerous team in the NBA. Because they play so fast, and it's just three, lob. Like, it's just, it was unguardable. Crazy. No one could keep up with the offensive pace. But now it's like Indiana is like that on steroids. Yeah, like when they're hitting, it's and the building is blowing up. It's like you saw it in the last series or the last few, right? Like they're unstoppable if they're hitting shots. So it doesn't matter if the other team is doing their thing too. They're going to outscore them.
They need to find a way to win one in OKC. One of these first two, because I feel like if they go up 2-0, it's going to be hard.
So your prediction is OKC in 5, and your Finals MVP is?
Yeah, it's got to be Shea.
It's going to be Shea?
Probably. I don't think anyone, J-Dub maybe could get it, but it's got to be Shea.
I'm going to say OKC in 6, and Caruso is going to be. Caruso for him for Finals MVP. Let me do that one more time. Alex Caruso for Finals MVP.
I think the story with the Pacers is really cool too. And for some reason,
I kind of want them to win. A little part of me wants.
A little part of me.
Do you want them to win too?
Not that I want to, but I could see it happening. I don't really like the Pacers, to be fair. And I wanted
don't,
the Knicks
but
to
like
win.
they're so electric though. Like it's kind of hard to hate them.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Sorry, like it's easy to hate Halliburton because he's such a troll and he can be such a clown. Yeah. But he's ice cold. Like I mean, he's gamed it multiple times.
Yeah. I little part of me wants to say the Pacers are going to win the finals, but I just got to go with OKC. I think they saw too much. Their switching is too much. Play too fast.
Their defense is suffocating.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I think you're right. If Chet has those 15 and 10 games or more, and then Shea does his thing, then
for sure
it's wraps.
Done.
Unless we have some unreal Pascal magic happen, and that could totally be a thing. Because who's guarding? So we'll just end on this real quick. So we'll say Neesmith is on Shea, probably just to pick him up full court. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
It'll be a mix.
I don't know though, because I feel like
you think it'll be Halliburton, but Halliburton.
No, it might be Nembhard.
Nembhard? Okay, yeah. No,
you're right. Neesmith on J-Dub.
Yeah, even though I think he'll bully him a bit, but
Halliburton on Dort. Miles Turner
on Chet or Hartenstein.
Should they start Hartenstein?
They've been starting both.
And then Pascal on Chet. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, I like that. And I feel like Pascal might give Chet buckets.
Probably, yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Chet's a good defender, too. Good rim protector. I don't know. I think that's going to be the matchups. And then I think Dort's going to guard Halliburton, obviously.
And then off the bench battle will be interesting, too. Because they both have good benches.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, there you have it. Man. I think those are pretty good predictions.
Yep.
I'm happy with that recap. I think we killed it just in general with this idea to kind of do predictions on the season.
Yeah.
And now here we are for the finals. I don't know if we'll do like a finals recap. I don't know. Maybe
we'll just touch on it.
Maybe we'll
One of
touch
the
on it
eps.
in another pod. But comment who you think is going to win, and let us know if any of our takes were egregious.
Egregious.
Because maybe they were.
Yep.
But that's the video for you guys.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
You already know what to do. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Jogatalks everywhere. Yeah, man. Go follow us, comment, subscribe. If you want to get on the pod, let us know. If you need a friend, if you want a friend to pop on together, we have space.
Give me the glasses.
You need it for the song, hey?
Yeah.
And this is how we ended, ladies and gentlemen,
YouTube,
with the glasses.
Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, Jogatalks, Joga Bonito.
Oh, yeah.
Live life the beautiful way. We out.
Peace.